Shout out to Shaggy in the building. See him over here just chilling like he's building on something, putting something together. I have no idea, but
What's up? What's up, man?
what's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back. How you
Respect,
been?
man. Respect. Can't get tired,
Where you at? The castle, or you just chilling out in
Oh, the castle. Listen to
the
you.
Bat Cave? Where you at? The
No,
Bat
this
Cave?
is this is my B room, my studios. So
Okay, nice,
yeah, we're
nice.
just knocking some stuff out. Just exciting times now. With this track, and of course, TJ's doing pretty well with that drift record too. So we're really happy.
Yeah, no question. So is that like new sort of the ambassador of music role? Is that your thing now? Because it seems like you've been A&Ring, finding talent, putting people together, jumping on stuff, and
Yeah,
not even jumping on everything, just jumping on stuff when it makes sense.
yeah. You know what it is? I'm a lover of music. To be
Mm,
honest with you, I don't want to do anything else. You got a lot of people that want to do, they have different dreams and aspirations. I just really want to do music, and I want because that's what I enjoy.
yeah.
And I like doing music with people who are also lovers of music, who are really passionate about it. You know what I mean? It's like you being a DJ, the DJs who are in it just to get what they could get out of it. And then you do those other DJs who are in it because they genuinely just love music, and they'll probably do it until they were 80s. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I'm that guy. And so when I meet other artists that are really into music like that, um, I really gravitate to them a lot. You know what I mean? And so we try to create magic. And I've had the pleasure of doing some great music with a lot of great people. And TJ is just one of the newest ones out. And what's happening now with even Bruce Melody, just the way I hear this kid, and the melodies he have and the tone of his voice, and this wonderful record. Yeah, I wanted to be a part of it. And so I'm expecting big things from Bruce Melody also on this, and just for his upcoming, because he's a genuine lover of music.
Mm. No, that's good. Is Bruce on yet? Did he jump on?
I don't know yet, but
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm here.
oh yeah, what up, Bruce?
Hello,
Where you
everyone.
at? Oh, there you go over there. Okay, I
There
see you
you
got
go.
it
Yeah,
in the
man,
cut,
respect.
man. You was in the black box. What's
Yeah.
happening, man? How's
I'm good.
everything going?
We're good. We're good here.
Yeah.
I'm actually based in Kigali, Rwanda, in East Africa.
East Africa. Big up East Africa. Another place.
Big up East Africa. Big up East Africa.
Yeah. You
So
ever been though? Have you ever been?
I've been blessed to go to Tanzania and Kenya.
Okay, great.
I've been blessed to go and see East Africa part of it. Didn't go to Uganda yet, but we were very close.
Lovely place, by
And
the way, Uganda. Yeah.
yeah, and then that's right next to Rwanda. So
Yeah.
big up to the music surgeons over there too. I mean, the music has been there, right?
Yeah.
But this is like that 2.0, 3.0 energy.
Absolutely.
You
And it's a
know,
long time coming, to be honest with you. When you look at the journey of where the art form has been coming from, it's a long time coming, and it's great. It's a lot of things are opening up now for the genre and for the continent, and so I'm excited for that.
so what's the story on how you guys met? Because I know, Shaggy's Mr. International. I don't know how many countries you touched. I don't know what the
Quite a
past.
lot, man. Quite a lot.
So, so Bruce, Shaggy, how did you guys? What's the story of how you met?
I'll let Bruce go with this one. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yes. Uh, I met with Ace Cav. Shout out to Ace Cav. They're the one who made me meet Shaggy. Of course, I'm a huge fan. I used to be since I was a kid. So there is this track I recorded, but it was last year. The track was called Funga Macho. And then when the people from Escav loved the song, they was like, Shaggy could be a good artist who can feature in this, or you can create it another sound like this. So we sampled the horn on the song, and then Mr. Shaggy killed it. That's how I met him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And big up to Steve from S Curve. And Steve is a legendary record guy, who's responsible for Josh Stone, and of course he did the Baja Man Who Let the Dogs Out, a lot of great records. And I mean, Steve and I had done a record recently, which was Banana, that generated over 2 billion streams. And so when he heard this record and while he was in Rwanda, he brought it to me, and I was like, wow, this is a smash. Just the melodies that Bruce had come up with, and that infectious sax in the front of it. I knew it was something special. It needed to be remixed, and as is AJR, who was these guys who came and they did a remix who went back and forth, and they really nailed it. And I just dropped the little 16 on there and keep it moving, and
No question.
came out great.
Yeah, because when I heard the song, like it has like a mixture of sounds in it.
Oh
It
yeah,
has
it's a
lot.
hybrid. Yeah.
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 But all right. So, what do you categorize the genre? Is there one?
Well, I'm not the type of person that like to put things in box because I've been through that being reggae. You know what I mean? What used to happen back in the days with reggae music and dancehall music is that record companies or radio stations actually at that time, especially in Europe, would not play reggae music unless it's summer. So the minute that it's winter, you could not get. So if you had a follow-up that was a big summer record, if you had a song with a big summer record and you put the follow-up now, they would not play the follow-up because they say it's not summer. And so they try to pigeonhole songs when you put songs and put things in categories and boxes. So for me, creating hybrids is how I used to get by doing that. So I would do dancehall, but I wouldn't do dancehall in its authentic stage. I would do a hybrid version of it. Now, the bad part of that is that you're being criticized by the purists for not making authentic music. But if I was in good company, because if you watch a documentary of Chris Blackwell, you realize that Bob Marley, the original Wailers music, was overdubbed by session musicians to create more of a rock sound so that he could get on rock radio. You know what I mean? And now those very recordings are now the blueprint of what reggae music is. You know what I mean? So, it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. We're not inventing the wheel here. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. So I don't like to categorize it. I look at this music as feel-good music. You know what I mean? What Bruce created was a music that represented it had culture because he's African and he has the African culture, but the music and the feel of it was really feel good. You hear it, you start to smile, you hear it the first time you hear it and it hits you on the club or in the dance floor, you feel joy. And that's what is it that we're trying to accomplish with these music. I had another song called Mood, which is the same thing, where it's about creating a vibe and an energy. You know that if you're in a lovey-dovey mood, you ain't gonna play Led Zeppelin, bro. I'm just saying, there's different songs for different moods, you know what I mean, and different vibe. And what Bruce is doing and what I love about this composition is creating a music that really brings joys and puts smiles on people's face, especially in this time where the world is just so screwed, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Trust me, I can dig that. Yeah. All right, that being said, I want to play it, man. I want to play
Please
it.
do. Please do. We'd love to.
Back.
Hey, Bruce, you want to introduce your song, man?
Oh, of course. It's a beautiful song called When She's Around, Funga Macho, featuring Mr. Shaggy. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Wow, I never get tired of hearing that thing.
Big on mute.
Fire.
I never get tired of hearing that. It's perfect for Digiwax. Big up Digiwax on this. I'm telling you, it's you guys. This is a great feel good record, and congratulations, Bruce. You created a smash, my brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Bruce is so humble, man, and laid back, man. I'm like, man, when we go to the parties in Rwanda, you know what I mean? When we go to the music,
I'm sure he gets lit. I've been watching a lot of his videos on Instagram. That boy get lit. So don't let him tell you nothing.
Let's do it. I do think that the music conference thing, and I'm putting this in both of y'all heads because we got to start doing these international music conferences as well.
Oh, great.
Bringing DJs and media to each other's backyard.
Yeah.
To help.
Well, I do that with a Caribbean music conference. I do that every year. I'm going into my third year of it now, actually, with myself and the great Sharon Burke and Judith Bodley that we put this on. It's around February. Last year we had Tom Pullman and a lot of great people that came in and to Jamaica just to talk about just the music business and the business of music, you know what I mean, and educate especially some of the inner city kids who, some of their only way out or their only escape is through the arts. And just kind of letting some people who have done it and masters at it really kind of share some of the tea with them. You know what I mean? So I would love to do that, especially in maybe Bruce, you should get that going in Rwanda. Let us fly all over there. You know what I mean, and spread the word.
Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Sharon Burke. Bruce, I had a question for you.
Mhm.
Because again, a lot of people don't know you, right? They haven't been to East Africa yet and Rwanda. But what inspired you, to pursue a career in music? What gave you the bug? What made you say, I'm gonna be a singer?
So I was born and raised in a Christian family. I studied in the choirs as a kid. That's how I started the music in general. But for the first time when I recorded my first song, because I used to be a producer when I was young, who were trying to produce some music. But for the first time I released the song was in 2012. That's when I released the song. So as I said, I'm located in Rwanda, but it's in East Africa. So I was inspired by a lot of people like Ugandan artists, a great big artist whose name is Jose Chameleon. There is some guy from Tanzania whose name is TID. I don't know where he is right now, but he was a very, very good Zouk guy. And a lot from here, like KGB, all that. So we had a lot of different artists who inspired me. That when I started to do my career and started writing some music and songs, yeah, that's how I started.
Nice. So it
So
was
far I have three albums, and I'm working on my fourth one. So I'm sure I can promise you that the best are yet to come.
yeah, I heard one of your songs called Sour Sour with
Mhm.
I think it's Kilography Jones.
Calligraph John.
Calligraph Jones, yeah, and
He's from Kenya.
you said who job bless no man can test. In the
Yes.
yard, that's like a normal, that's a
Yeah,
sign of strength, but that's a yard term.
yeah,
So my,
Jamaican.
Mhm.
Yeah,
my,
yeah.
my question to you on that is, uh reggae and Jamaica, how much has it inspired you or inspired your music?
Yeah, I really love to listen to reggae music and dancehall,
Mhm.
but also we go through a lot in this business. You know, making it is very very hard. Like right now, I'm doing this interview with all of you guys. It's a blessing. I've never dreamed about this, and it's happening. So Uja blessed, no man can taste. And about the line itself, I've heard a lot of people singing patois and dancehall thing. You know, they really like to use this word ja. For us, we don't use ja. We always use God. So I captured that from dancehall artists.
Yeah,
As I said, as I said before, I told you that since day one, I was a big fan of Shaggy, and he's among of people who can sing just like that.
no, and I think it's just dope to just show the connection globally without even meeting. That you already musically there's this energy and this frequency that happens before we
Mhm.
even go anywhere. So that's all well, that's why I brought that up.
It
Uh,
was it's a heavy what I noticed in East Africa and most of the countries in East Africa when I used to go there, I used to go there every year, and majority of the music that was played like in the clubs and in the cars and the minibuses and stuff like that were always a lot of it was dancehall, a lot of dancehall artists was played. And I played Rwanda. I can't remember what year. I don't know if you remember what year it was, Bruce, but I think Bruce at that point told me he was at least around 15, 16 at
It
the
was
time, which
it
yeah,
was 2008.
2008. There you go. And we played in massive crowd. It was a stadium that we played in. He was and Bruce is telling me that he was also there at that time. And, but the energy from the crowd and how much they embraced the culture of dancehall and reggae was pretty evident there. So, it I always look at I'm influenced by so many other music myself, not just reggae, not just dancehall. I'm influenced by country. I'm influenced by African music. Yesterday we spoke about Fela Kuti, and people like Lucky Dubé and some of these great people who are from Africa and made some great music. Zouk music is a big music too. You know what I mean? And all these different art forms. What you're seeing happening with Afrobeat, Amapiano, and a lot of these sounds all stems from a lot of those different genres coming together. So I think that for me, everything that is happening now is a hybrid. I don't think there's anything that is 100% natural as it is. You know what I mean? Because then I don't want to make music the same way Bob Marley do it, because those guys are masters of their craft. I don't want to be doing music the same way Dennis Brown did or Black Uhuru. I can't do what they do and top them. They were masters of their craft. I have to do what I do, and what I do is going to be a hybrid, because what they were doing was a hybrid. Yeah, I'm saying. So it just evolves over the years, and what Bruce is doing now is a hybrid, and it will continue to be a hybrid. But he's going to find his journey and find different ways and find his groove and what he brings to the. And I'm very excited for his career, because because of how musical he is. His name is Bruce Melodie for a reason. He's a very melodic guy. You could hear it just in the verses that he did on here, and just the melodies he came up with. This guy is just a very, very special, gifted melody maker.
No question. I'm saying like on some, and I'm not gonna put you in a box, but definitely like East African T-Pain. Like
yeah. Hey, that's a good way to say it. Yeah.
I would like to add something on that. For me, when I play dancehall, compared to these other stuffs, I feel dancehall is more close to Afrobeat than any other style. When you hear dancehall, you hear something African. So it's very, very easy to combine any African thing to dancehall.
Well, it's all from Africa. If we it is, everything is from Africa. If we're going to sit down there and call a spade, those influences are from the motherland. I mean, it just all intertwines at the end of the day. And what I love now is that the culture is being put into the forefront of the rest of the world. And what Bruce is doing, he's doing it for Rwanda. He's going to be the first out of Rwanda on an international level doing this kind of record, being pushed by S-Curve and Disney and doing it. I'm loving the fact that he's willing to come out here and do the work. A lot of times with a lot of African artists, it's they are so successful because Africa is a continent, so they do very well just within their continent without even being played anywhere in the United States or anywhere else. But Bruce recognizes that he wants to have global success, because he could easily say, okay, why am I doing interviews here when I'm driving Ferraris and G-Wagons and whatever it is that I'm, living a good life. They do well there. But you have to be a lover of music and have a mission and knowing. And I think his mission is to really put his country on the map. You know what I mean? And yeah, and that is why he's here and he's doing every single interviews. And I love people that do that. I've done tons of interviews with him back to back, and he's made himself very ready and willing, and he's always in a different country. What country you're at now? Where are you at now, Bruce?
I'm back at home now.
You're back home now. Yeah. Yesterday you were in Uganda yesterday?
Kampala yesterday. Yeah.
Kampala yesterday. Yeah. So you know what I mean. And he's no matter where he is, he jumps on. Let's go. Let's get it done. So those are the type of artists I like working with, man.
This is great. I feel like it's leading into a boombastic city being built on the corner of Rwanda. Akon needs some. We gotta help Akon, man. We gotta.
Hey, let me tell you, I got Akon and I have a joint. Akon and I have actually talked about putting a joint Shaggy Akon album out. We've been working on it for a minute
now. Whoa!
Word up, I'm trying to get.
I could play you some Shaggy and Akon joints right now, which is ridiculous. So we've been working on it. It's just he's busy and I'm busy. We have a couple of tracks so far, but it's something we're definitely going to make happen.
Real quick, we got to open it up. I know people got questions. They got comments. You already know DigiWax, New Music Wednesdays. Anybody got something they want to say? Come on, let's do it.
Hey guys, this is your girl model Kiana Smith. I had to first say
Oh, you cut yourself off, Kiana.
Oh yeah. She got muted for a minute.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry.
Hearing you
Call
loud and
trying to
clear.
come through. Hey, Shaq, I just want to let you know I'm a huge fan, and oh my God, it's a big honor. Big ups to everything you do. I'm happy to see this collab. This song is definitely hot. It is beautiful. I always love the whole reggae and Afro beats put together, and you guys killed this. Um,
Thank you.
and I just want to say, like, continue. Yeah, I'm looking for that Akon feature as well.
Yeah, we got to get
I'm
him. We
looking
got
out
to
for
get
that
it
album.
because I spoke to him the other night, and he was. I don't even know what country he was in, man. I'm like, yo, dude, you're all over the place, and I'm equally busy, but I know when we've decided that whenever we do get together, we'll probably knock it out in a couple of weeks, and it'll be great.
Oh, so this is soon. This about to be ASAP.
Yeah, as far as finish it, then we'll have to set a release date, but I'm sure we'll get it done. We started already. The
Okay.
good things that we've started, so that's good.
Well, look, I'll be looking out for it and tuned in. I guess anything. What do you see with this collab? Or what do you see coming up next, Bruce? What do you like? What doors do you see this opening up for you at?
Oh, I've never been on a global market. I was always being here in East Africa and West Africa. But now I can see so far people are enjoying the song around the world, not even United States only, but everywhere. So this shows me that this song is going to open many as possible doors for me.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And please excuse me if I missed it. Like, is this part of an album, or is this just a single that you guys dropped?
No. It's a part of the album. It's the only song which is out.
Okay. And when is your album drop? When is the album release? Is the album released already? Is
No. It's not yet out. We are planning to release it next year.
Oh, okay. So that means I gotta hold on to this song until then.
Of course.
Not a bad thing to hold on to, darling.
I gotta put on repeat. I gotta go ahead and kill it and keep going and going until the rest of the album come out so I can hear some more music.
Yeah, man, super catchy, lovely.
It is. It definitely is. I definitely. Well, I just hear. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know if I don't think I mentioned that, but I know I definitely see it going ham, especially with the whole, reggae Caribbean crowd, and even more. Like, everybody loves Afro beats. Everybody loves reggae.
Yes, sir.
Shout out. I also have my Caribbean background, so I'm gonna definitely help push and love this song to the fullest. So
thank you, my darling.
kudos to you guys, and keep up the great work.
All right. God bless.
Cool. Jeannie.
Hey, Jeannie Sweetness here. So
Hi,
first,
Jeannie.
I definitely want to tag on to what Zio said as far as Shaggy, you being the ambassador, bridging that gap and doing that A&R work. It is wonderful that you not only have your artist, but that you brought him here, and walking him through the process and everything with us. So I'm very grateful that you're introducing him to us. I want to say thank you for that.
Well, Bruce, a lot of people might not know this, and in the background, Bruce within himself in his own right is a massive art. He just won Trace Awards, new artist of the year in Rwanda. And he's a massive star out over there. This is just an opportunity to really let the world know what Rwanda and East Africa already know, that this guy is on his way, is coming. You know what I mean? And he's coming with some incredible melodies and incredible music and an incredible album. And I'm happy to be a part of it and helping him really just get established on the global scene. You know what I mean? I've been blessed with a platform. I use the platform for as much people as possible that I think are really great people and lovers of music, and people who are dynamic and fresh and have new ideas and can shift culture. I always say stars are stars, but superstars shift culture. And I think he has what it takes to shift culture with the type of material that he's making. We've been batting average has been pretty good so far. We had Banana with over 2 billion stream with Conqueror. We did, of course, Spice and with Godongde. We're doing incredibly well right now with TJ, on with Drift. It's another good record. So there's a lot happening within the dancehall scene and African scene and reggae scene and anything with great solid beautiful culture we'd like to bring to the forefront, and you're getting the best of that right now with Bruce Melody.
Yes, and Bruce, I thank you for that. And Bruce, I just want to tell you, I definitely am enjoying the collaboration and am looking forward to more from you. So, and looking
Thank
forward to you bringing your talent.
Everybody keep muting themselves today. I don't know what's going on. Got them nervous. No, I'm just joking.
Bruce got him nervous, man.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
Superstar stuff. Yeah, this song already kicked off with like 400,000 streams. I mean, YouTube plays in like 2-3 days. Shout out to Brian.
Yeah. So it's been going very, very well. It's been well received, and we'd like to thank all the fans out there for actually embracing it, and really grabbing it. Big up to all our TikTokers out there who was really on it, our YouTubers who were on it. Everybody, all the playlists that came on board, and thanks to DigiWax for giving us this, for you guys to actually giving us this platform.
Now, always, you know how that goes. This is a home for it. Miss Brittany, go ahead.
Hi, Bruce. Hi, Shaggy.
Hello, love.
Brittany Cherry, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for spending your afternoon with DigiWax.
Right.
I know that Billboard and Rolling Stones, both of them collectively think that, Afro beats is the future. Afro beats is where it's at because the world, just like you said, internationally is now listening to Afro beats. Did you ever expect this type of impact that Afro beats could have on the world? And if you did, did you expect it to happen sooner, or did you think it was going to happen much later?
Was this for me or Bruce?
For either of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm the one who's doing Afrobeat here. So, like for me, where I come from is in Kigali, Rwanda. We usually have our own style. It's called Gakondo, but it's a local, like was an old, which we are trying to bring back on the market because it was a little bit gone because of R&B and Zouk and even reggae. So now we are trying to bring it back. When you see my song, my last release, it's our own traditional style, which is called Gakondo. But it's very easy. It's too close to Afrobeat because it's all African. Like it's all Afrobeat. So for me, I've never dreamed like one day Afrobeat will be taking over the way it is happening right now. Because even for us, people from Rwanda, we started doing Afrobeat. Even Afrobeat itself, it came up at the time no one believed it. Like it's happening like this. When you see a song like "Baby, Calm Down, Calm Down," it's among of the songs which brought some challenges, and now we are. Everyone is excited. Even the ones there were so many Africans who were not doing Afrobeat. Now they started doing Afrobeat, and not only Afrobeat, we also have Amapiano.
Mm-hmm.
If you heard about the song, goes like Jerusalem, that was Amapiano. So it's crazy. It's crazy for me. I've never dreamed doing a song with Shaggy. He had the Afrobeat groove, and it was like, oh yeah, this is nice. So the future is bright with Afrobeat.
I think it is lovely. And just to add to your question, I did see it coming. To be honest with you, I might not have seen it whether it would be Afrobeat, but I just know where music, and you look at the cycle of music, things always changes as it goes along. And I've been around long enough to see different genres come in and get popular in between. This probably has been one of the most satisfying for me of all the changes that I've seen. I remember when hip hop was not a mainstream music and it was not the powerhouse of a genre that it was now. In the earlier days, I remember being in the club with, in in Brooklyn, you know, when Jay and them was coming in, when Puffy was had a coffee, you know, we were at Rocket Studio, when, you know, Heavy D was around, when all of these guys, I was there through all of that, and seeing where hip hop has now become this incredible force. I've actually been there when reggaeton just started, when a fellow by the name of El General. Before him, there was a guy called uh, uh, um, forgot his name. There was another guy that was there before him. That El Gringo, actually, kid called El Gringo, who he started at first doing Spanish music and reggae, and he was incarcerated. And so El General, another guy by the name of Carl Williams that worked at VP Records, who that guy ended up producing two songs, Muy Bella, and another record for or El General. You know what I mean? Tu Pum Pum, and Muy Bella. Those two big records were produced by Carl Williams, and he worked at VP. Carl Williams actually named the genre reggaeton, because when he named it first, it was reggaeton, right? And people calling it reggaeton because they used to just call it Spanish reggae. There was a guy called Gungi Rivera that used to run these nightclubs uptown, and that's where a lot of the Panamanians and Dominican people used to go, and these guys used to promote it out of there. I was at Erasmus Hall, where you would have El General and me. I was on one bench doing freestyles, and he was on the other bench doing freestyles in Spanish. Now we have and he did dancehall records in Spanish, and now we have a multi-billion-dollar genre in reggaeton. You know what I mean? So I've seen these changes firsthand as they go on. What's so special about the Afrobeat change is the fact that it's a whole damn continent, and it is a culture of different. It's not just Afrobeat. You're hearing Zouk, you're hearing Amapiano, you're hearing all these different styles. When Bruce Melodie song came to me the first time, it was in a different music was behind it. Fungamas, the style of music was there, was a different style of music than what you're hearing now on When She's Around. You know, I suggested a remix, and of course, Steve went ahead because it created an easier way for us to cross it over. Just like when we started dancehall before, dancehall in its authentic stage was hard to get to break onto the mainstream. So I did a lot of remix. If you remember when we did Mr. Bombastic, there was an original reggae version, but then we did the Marvin Gaye remix that actually got it on radio. It's the same situation with Wasn't Me. We had to do some, we did sample, we sampled on Angel, Steve Miller Band, The Joker, to get on radio. We ended up sampling Art of War on It Wasn't Me to get on radio. You know what I'm saying? So we had to change the beats a little bit to really get on radio. And then afterwards, those reggae ones became popular back again, the original ones that they started to go, which is no different from what Chris Blackwell did with Bob Marley when he had, you know, session musicians. Some of them were English and white session musicians who came out and overdubbed on the original Wailers music, right? Which is now, again, the blueprint of what music is and now fully accepted. So I have seen this happen before. I am not surprised that's happened. It's the same reason why I just did Mood on Soca, because I think that's another genre that's in 50 years of soca, celebrating its 50th anniversary, and still has not really gotten a mainstream massive hit as yet. You've had a couple of attempts to it, but eventually it will happen at some point, because you're going to have some young kid that is going to be young, just like Bruce Melodie is coming up with an incredible idea and an incredible feel, and that feel will take form at some point. You know, Burna Boy and Wizkid and Davido and a couple of these guys did it for your genre. You know, Rima, these guys did it for your genre, and Bruce is going to come and add on to that and make it go. You will find people who do that. So it's not surprising to me, just to add to it there.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh my gosh. And I get those examples, you know, through mainstream media and music all the time, of a mainstream artist bringing in, a Drake bringing in a Tim's, or,
And that's good one.
Drake
That's
has
good
been
one,
one
Drake
of the,
is.
Drake has been one of the mainstream artists that have really brought in tons of Afrobeat artists on his records and getting people, his fan base, in on it. And I feel like that's what you're doing with Bruce. And when people work together and they collaborate, that we can uplift a whole genre of music and make it mainstream. And I feel like that's what's happening now. So thank you. That was a great answer.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Man, we're getting jewels, we're getting all types of gems. It's good, man. History matters. And I think I want to play the video. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. It's
we
a
gotta
lovely
play
video,
the
by
video.
the way.
And
big up to Jay Will, the director.
Big up to Jay Will. Yeah, man. I guess the question I asked while I'm queuing this up, which you sort of answered it, but you know, the future. You know, what do you hear coming next? Being that, you know,
I'm excited for the future of not just dancehall, but African music and Black music in general. I think you're gonna have really young and energetic and exciting kids with new idea. I just like to surround myself with them because I feed off them and try, and that's how I keep my finger on the pulse of what is going to happen. I think it's going to be great. I can't tell you what it is because if I did, if I knew, then it wouldn't be that exciting. I think part of the excitement is not knowing what is going to happen, how it's going to happen, but when it does, we're like, wow, you know what I mean?
Well, all right, let's play the video. Everybody who's already heard the single, you already know, gotta play the video, and then we're gonna come back and yeah, man, we're here with Bruce Melodie and Shaggy. You already know.
Baby, stop where you are. Take it easy for you, take it too far. Abanza kuitunganya. Somebody stop her, she knows me. I feel I'm a star. Then she mess around and rip up my heart. Banchaka koto.
Hey, such a, what I love of that is the colors and how fun it is.
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
That record was very fun. And yeah, definitely. I'm over here looking in the reactions for the you know, you want to close your eyes, but all I saw was the mask when his eyes pop out his head. Smoking. Those women was smoking.
Give tongues.
And I saw a familiar face, brown skin girl. I think she was in the video with what's Brody name? From Louisiana. But yeah, man, beautiful women, beautiful vibe, man. I love it.
Yeah.
Good job, y'all.
That's Jay Will. If you see somebody that was there, because he's the one that picks all the talent, and he likes that job. Yeah.
As he should. As he should.
Yeah, man. I don't know if anybody else got anything else they want to add before we let these brothers go. I know Bruce, you're gonna be coming to the US soon, which is huge. And I cannot wait, man, because we're gonna do some type of listening party, some type of party event, something to bring the culture around you, wrap our arms around you and hold you up, you know, and celebrate you the way we should. And I hope that goes down in Miami, LA, Atlanta, DC, Houston, and Toronto, because we got more international cities here too. And there is a TikTok dance for this, y'all. So please check out the TikTok. I know it's going viral. You see the videos up to 400,000, 407,000 in 3 days or 2 days.
Yeah.
That is real energy. That is real energy. Undeniable. So check into that. And yeah, man. Anybody else got anything they want to say before we let everybody go? I don't want anybody to come back and say, yo, you know, CL, you be hogging the mic.
I just want to say real quick, I'm excited and I love the song. And when y'all do that listening party, everything, make sure you tune your girl in. Let me know when it's going down. So I can pull up.
Love. We need you up in there.
Pull up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
the TikTok dance, that's what I wanted to mention as well, CL, that it looks real easy. It looks like something that I actually could do this time.
Hey, they
big
be
up
making
Bruce
some of
on
them
the
TikTok dance too hard though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Especially if you ain't a dancer like that. I mean,
Very challenge.
yeah, it's a challenge. That's right. That's why it's a challenge.
Straight up.
Yeah.
But no, listen, man, guys. First of all, just honored to have y'all both on here, and really good stuff, really good music. The vibes are what we need, and we got your back. That's without saying.
Thank you, man.
We just getting
Thanks to
started
y'all.
with it. Shout out to Esco, shout out to Brian, and everybody who's been involved with pushing the music and the
Yeah,
positive.
big up Brian, man. You know, I see Brian posting in my on Instagram and social media. He's in my DM every minute, giving me something else to post. So big up to Brian.
Shaggy, big up yourself, man.
I see Brian. I see you. Hey, let me tell you
I'm
something.
here. I'm here.
I see you every single time. I say, oh, yep, Brian at it again. Let's go.
I appreciate that. And you're blowing up my account with all those reposts. So thank you.
Thank you, man.
Bruce, this is actually the first time that we're meeting face to face here, so it's a pleasure to be involved in this. Congratulations on the release. It's being received so well around the world from DJs, from the media, from everybody. So I'm just really excited, and we're just getting started on it right now.
All the best. Yeah, yes, it feels good. It feels good.
Yeah.
And Shaggy, serious note, how many countries have you visited now? Come on.
How many what?
Countries have you visited now?
Yeah, I never really count that because I look at each. I don't look at them as countries. I just look at them as experiences that I have when I go through them. You know what I'm saying? Because when I go to a place that even if I'm performing, I don't want to just perform. I want to feel the culture. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to have dinner there and I'm going to eat with locals and hang with locals. And then I make friends in a lot of these places. So it's hard for me to really count like that to say, oh yeah, I've been to these countries. I've just had these really wonderful experiences with people. And some of the people that I met in these countries are now in other countries. So that's why that also confused me. Because, you might say, all right, there's this person I know and you associate that person with Italy, but then you're in London and you're hanging out with the person, right? And you're starting to forget that, okay, but this was actually an experience I had, eating and dining with this person in Italy, you know what I mean? Because that person has now become a part of your life and a part of your somewhat inner circle, you know what I mean? So that it makes it all, I just look at the world as one thing, man. We all here. And it's just little pockets of different cultures and you go in there and it's wonderful to experience.
And that's a great answer. I can't hate. That being said, oh man, Gracie, you came in last second with a question. All right, you gotta go. You gotta go quick. You got about.
Let's go. We got time for it.
It'll be real quick. What's up, Shaggy? DJ Grace in the DC, so we rock your music here all the time. But anyway, I was just wanting to tap in real quick. I was just looking at your Instagram dance. That was pretty dope, and I'm gonna try to do it. It looks simple, but yeah, and, it has like that little Hawaiian vibe in there or something, and that Caribbean, of course Caribbean, but that dance.
The dance, man. Hey, let me tell you something. It has to be simple because I got 2 left feet. You know what I mean? So
I see how you were moving those feet.
And they say if the spine don't jerk, nothing work. You know what I mean? So I just move the spine from the pelvis is working. I'm good.
If you could do it, I could do it.
There you go,
Shout
darling.
out to you, Shaggy.
All the best, man.
Thank you. Thank you, CL.
No doubt. Well, listen, the single is out. The blast will be out today. Got the DJ pack. Been sending it around as well. So support, and
yes,
if you need drops, if you need interviews, if you need dubs or anything else, reach out to myself. I'll connect you with Brian. Go ahead.
I got to try to break that down to Bruce about dubs. Because we're doing dub plates, but he doesn't. It's a cultural thing there. They don't understand what dub plates are for sound systems, and it probably gets a little technical. It's like, okay, what you say? I'm killing a sound boy now. What's a sound boy? So I'll have to break it down to Bruce for when we're doing the dubs. So no worries, man. We have that's coming too.
This is a good education for Bruce. Trust me.
Yeah,
so all right, well, listen, y'all. Peace and love. You know what I mean?
Bruce trying to talk. I think his mic is muted. He's trying to talk.
I think he's saying bye, but go ahead. Okay.
Bruce, did you unmute your mic there, Bruce?
Oh, he was saying something.
Oh, okay.
Good stuff, sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to say this. Thank you.
Okay.
He pushing all kind of things. You're back on mute, Bruce. You're back on mute.
Whatever you pressed a little while, you went back on mute. Don't worry, I'm not technologically
One more time, the same one you pressed before.
The microphone.
Press the microphone.
Should be on your bottom left, fam.
Oh yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Don't touch anything else.
All right. This is new to me. That's why I'm not even saying a lot, because for us, we do this in another way, but this is way better. And thank you, Shaggy. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you. I can't thank you enough. I'm so excited for this single, and I know it's going to bring me on the map, so I can bring my fellow artists as well. I can bless some other people as you did to me. So thank you so much, Dizwaxi, for having us. We appreciate.
All right, man. Much love.
Peace and love, y'all.
All right, man.
All right, Shaggy.
Cool.
No doubt. Peace.
All the best. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all. Bye.